The Illinois Department of Agriculture is granting money to organizations addressing the food security in the specialty crop industry. A specialty crop includes fruits, vegetables, tree nuts, nursery crops, or flowers. Illinois farmers earn on average $500 million annually for these crops. The IDOA has received more than $670,000 to distribute to nonprofit organizations, colleges and universities, plus government entities to enhance communities' access to locally grown produce, crop research, and to provide nutrition education. The Bureau Chief of Grants says farmers are vital to public health and local economies, providing nutrition that local communities need.
You can see the vibrancy of our communities based on the local food that we are able to access. This program stimulates that innovation and strengthens small farms and ensures the continued access to that fresh and locally grown produce.
The program will typically fund 7 to 8 projects annually. Each will get $40,000 to $100,000. Simberski says this year the department has received $100,000 more in federal funding to go towards those grants. Applications are open now until June 23rd.